Welcome to Wave Manga. I am Adrian Manga, and I'm gonna get this out of the way. It's raining outside right now, so you might hear some rain in the background. Can't do anything about it. I just want to get this review out, and I've been waiting basically all day, so, well, let's get started. Solo Leveling, chapter 400 and... not 400, 144. Now let's get started. I love this chapter. Not much happens in it, but it is a good one. Because, well, first we get to see Sung Jin-woo basically. He sent out every shadow at his disposal, basically. He sent out every single one, like at like the last chapter, all I could see was like the knights with like egress, so I thought he might have just sent out like his knights, but no, he sent out all his shadows. Like, they are going to... I'm gonna skip to a later part in the chapter. An orc finds it, which was the thing that queued me up of like, and like even like every shadow Sung Jin-woo just has out, like just doing the rounds. They can feel how pissed off he is, and in fact, Biru later in the chapter basically says, "I've only felt the king feel this way once, and I think it was when." Basically, when his little sister was being attacked by the orcs. That would be my hypothetical of what happened. Like, he couldn't get to her. But I mean, I love those chapters. It basically built, and this is the very same way of making it tense. Like, in that situation, she had the three general orcs to protect her from the other orcs, but right now, Sung Jin-woo has no shadows and can't find them. That's why he sent out all the shadows, so they can use shadow exchange so he can get there immediately. And Sung Jin-woo he does mention that his best friend, he's not weak. Like, compared to a normal person, he like if he were to go up against like an Olympic level boxer, I don't know if the Olympics have boxer like an Olympic wrestler, I don't know. He could easily basically bitch slap him, is what I'm getting. So he's quite good at, he can basically take care of himself against normal people, but, and plus, Stone Suck, something, he basically is able to get around this in the most stupid way, to get around the little clause that he had with Thomas, basically. And he's like, I promised Thomas I wouldn't go after Sung Jin-woo. I made no promises about going after Hung Ning, basically. And oh, that is basic, that is that just pisses me off. In fact, we see him later in this chapter, and in fact, this guy is a sick son of a bitch because he brought a healer with him just to heal him, just so he could keep beating him until he said one thing. I can't remember how this part of the part of the series went, how this guy's brother died, but I thought it was just Sung Jin-woo just capping him, but I guess it must have been like the spider or something. Like, Sung Jin-woo did like let him go, but plus we do get Thomas in this chapter basically being like, he has basically the bare minimum control. Like, he's trying to make sure Sung Jin-woo doesn't get to the idiot, and he can't just let Sung Jin-woo kill him because that would be bad press. And he can't let this guy just go free, do whatever he wants, because they still want Sung Jin-woo to join them in America. He probably won't, but Thomas is in the middle of a hard place, and I bet Thomas would be in less of a hard place if he just went after Sung Jin-woo. But no, this guy, he went after Sung Jin-woo's weak friend. Like, oh, I love this chapter. And is this like the first time we probably get to see Thomas's eyes? Because, like, without the sunglasses and without them, say, glowing, because, like, he his face just looks really plain to me, like compared to all his other appearances. Like they're not glowing or anything. He's got red eyes, which I really like. It's I don't know why, but it seems plain without the sunglasses. And like I love this guy because he has like Sung Jin-woo's best friend. He has the best line of this whole chapter when it's basically like he's basically just saying like S rank wound something. I can't remember this guy's name. I'm bad with names. But he basically keeps beating him, and in fact it is said that if a normal person had taken the beating that Hung Nin has been taken a beating of, they'd be dead, basically. So that kind of just gives respect on his name, which I really liked. And I don't know why. I just thought Sung Jin-woo did kill his brother. I forget. I'll reread that part like later on, but I don't really know. Maybe it was he just locked him in. I think it was he locked him in with a spider in that dungeon and it just died. He just got eaten by a spider. He didn't kill him, but he basically let him die. And Hung Nin basically lifts his middle finger. You can't see it properly. It's kind of like, this isn't my middle finger I'm raising right now, but it's my index, so it's like he's doing this and he's saying, fuck you. You can't see the whole thing, all you see is a finger, but I respect that. And he just slams his head into an iron pillar, and they are at a metalworking factory that has been abandoned for like 5-10 years around then. I think it was 5 years, but it's alright. And I love this chapter on how they put both brothers side by side. Like, they are both scummy people. And I love this part of the chapter. The orc is looking straight at them. Like, the S-Class goes in to try to kill the orc. Sung Jin-woo uses Shadow Exchange and then does a Saitama! Fuck this guy! And plus we do get to see Sung Jin-woo's mum and sister basically watching the news. Like, she's on her mother's lap on her phone. And like, you get to see Biru. Like, I'm glad Biru's just like there to guard them. Basically like, yes, I am here to protect these people. Well, the boss is away, well, my liege is away, I'm here to protect them. And like, this is where like he gets the feeling of like, oh, there's something going on, because I just love this. Like, we even go to like the Knights Guild, I think it is. They're like, like Sung Jin-woo put some shadows in them, like when I think it was when they went to the top A rank gate to see the Undead Lich. I think that's what it is, and now that we've got more information, that makes much more sense, and I love that. And I do love, like, in this translation, like, hey dude, have you been drinking, after he mentions that his shadow was like wobbling and all that? And it's like, dude, what if I told you about drinking before a gate? And I just love it. Like, normally that would be a very rational response, like, dude, how many times have I told you not to drink before going into a gate? And he's like, no, I haven't had a drop. Your shadow, it wobbled, it did something. And like, Thomas is pissed. Like, he's in a bad place, and I do think that Thomas and Sung Jin-woo are on opposing sides, with like him as like a power of a ruler, and Sung Jin-woo as a monarch. So they are on the other sides of this conflict. Like, I think all the national ranks are have all the ruler powers, and Sung Jin-woo just has the shadow monarch. I think like the monarchs, it's just like, we've met 3, 2 of them are dead. Like, we got 2 confirmed. We got like Sung Jin-woo, the demon monarch, and beginning monarch, the giant monarch, and I just think that the monarchs are kind of losing like their members. Giant and demon are defeated, so either those guys either have to be reincarnated. I hope they're reincarnated because I think that, yeah, the monarchs have been losing, the monsters have been losing against the rulers, but I just feel like the monsters and the monarchs have so little of a, like, even, I'll get off this tangent. Like, Thomas, he just like kicks the door open basically and just leaps away, just like trying to get there before anybody else. And he's like, and like the guy who's driving is like, you know, we could have gotten there just as quickly in a car, you know. I do think Thomas would be faster, and we do get to see Sung Jin just punch the son of a bitch. As you can tell, I'm a little pissed off because this asshole beat up one of the nicest guys, one of the best boys in this series, and he screw this guy. And like, his eye is blood red from the beatings, and he's smiling like he knows his best friend is there. I believe Sung Jin Woo's just going to give him like a healing potion, not like one of the top ranking ones that he got for his mum, but just like a generic healing potion. He'll be fine. But this fight is, and I wish I could show you these images, because this image of Sung Jin Woo, just like his eyes are purple, glowing with like one eye. There's electricity crackling off with him. Like his coat is blowing backwards. Like it just, and darkness just surrounds him with these energies of light. Solo leveling is the best. Oh, and for one thing, I'm going to mention, like in the comments of where I was, of where I first read the chapter, it's just like that image of like Iron going like, yay, and like the other shadows are like, yeah. It's like, yeah, new chapter, and like the soldiers here, ha ha ha, yeah, hell yeah. And then Iron goes, well, we have to wait. Now we must wait again. I just love this. It's from the first place I read the chapter, and oh, I loved it. That was like my favorite thing. Like, Sung Jin Woo's best friend when he said, fuck you, fuck off, basically. I mean, yeah, it was fuck off. Basically to a guy who had just been beating him. I just thought Sung Jin Woo did kill the guy's brother. But I guess he didn't kill his brother. More like he just let him die. I think it was like the cave got closed in. And that's it. I have nothing much to say. This will be up in a few minutes probably from when I'm recording this, because I don't edit it much, because I don't add in images. And that'll be it. This is Wave Manga. I am Adrian Manga, signing out.